Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention please? We are sorry to announce that the next Sim0nTrains Railway Journeys has been cancelled. This is due to the current situation. Hello everyone and welcome to Rugeley Town Centre. It's absolutely deserted. Now, since we can't go on railway journeys at the moment, which is fair enough, understandable, I've decided to create a little mini-series. Well, something mini, just temporarily to fill the void for the Sunday vlogs. Now, I walked into Rugeley Trent Valley this morning, and there's a van about to pull up behind me, so we'll go this way. And I'm basically going to be getting a movement that starts at Wolverton in the morning, about just after 8 o'clock, Wolverton Works, and it's going to Neville Hill Depot, which is just where Leeds is, between Leeds and Crossgates. And make way to Rugeley Trent Valley now to get this working, and then we're going to show you some places around Rugeley. Can't get on the trains, but there's nothing stopping you from walking to the railway stations. What you can't see behind me is there's a sign right roughly here, and it's covered in shrubbery, but that's the sign saying welcome to Rugeley. So I'm literally just left Rugeley. Now Rugeley Trent Valley Station is not actually in Rugeley itself, it's just on the outskirts. Now these are scenes because I'm just going around the roundabout now. Rugeley Trent Valley Station is just down that road there, and sometimes what you don't see is me actually walking to the railway station in the morning. I think you only saw it once in a vlog when I was walking through Trent Valley, where I was in the town centre about 6 in the morning. And also this roundabout is dangerous, to be honest, because there's no traffic lights, there's cars coming left, right and centre, and lorries, lots of lorries around here. So I'm just going to try and cross now because there's some cars down there. But yeah, the problem is Rugeley Town Centre to Rugeley Trent Valley Station is actually about a 15 to 20 minute walk. But over here though, you can see a good view of the power station, as long as that van doesn't block you off. Oh, there's a Pennsylvania just gone past. Don't worry, Gilo's trays, it's not a green one, it's a white one. But yeah, sorry about the the YouTube plug there. I know it's cheap, but see, I like to help the small YouTubers grow by just mentioning their names now and then. Some like Whitewick's Abandoned Railways, which are now just called the Whitewicks. They don't need cheap plugs anymore for their YouTube channels because they're growing rapidly. They've got more subscribers than I have. But anyway, but as you can see here, this is what leads you to Rugeley Trent Valley Station. You can just make out the West Coast Main Line down there. So we're going to the station now, film this unit move, and then we're going to go somewhere else. I'm now at the entrance to Rugeley Trent Valley. All you've got here is a post box, a station sign with the BR logo on it, a pub called the Yorkshireman, and a lot of fields. That's it basically around here. So we're just going to go up this ramp now, which takes you to the railway station. Now, I just checked this unit move. I don't know what number it is, but we think it's the possibility of a class 156. Let's go back to Neville Hill. There was a movement this morning that did go down from Neville Hill to Wolverton. I did actually wake up at 4 o'clock, saw that, and think, well, if that's running, then surely this one I'm going for is running as well, which it is. So there's really not much here. Like, there's another house behind me here, but it's just open fields. I think this is the only station on the Trent Valley line that's a 15-minute walk to the town centre. Because I did Atherstone a couple of months ago, back in December, and walking to the town centre at Atherstone is only 5 minutes. Here is 15 minutes. But anyway, this is the car park to Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station. I'm going to go on the platform now, which I can do because I've read government's website and they say unlimited exercise and outdoor activities are allowed. So I'm allowed to walk to Rugeley Trent Valley, but I'm not allowed to catch a train. And that's exactly what I've done. So we're going to be on the platform now, probably going to go down to the end of platform 2 and film a few trains.
Office or ticket machine available. You should buy your ticket before boarding a train.
So it turns out that Wolverton to Netherhill move was 150-211. That's a Northern Class 150 diesel multiple unit, which was very interesting to get through here because maybe they don't come through here. We did used to have Class 150s on the Chase line from Rugeley to Birmingham back in 2010, but they were the Class 150/1 varieties, apart from two 150/2s, which was 150-214 and 150-216, which used to work the Chase line for London Midlands at the time before they got cascaded to their respective companies. I think 214 ended up with Northern and 216 ended up with Great Western Railway. But another thing I've noticed on real-time trains is, because the Chase line behind me from Rugeley to Birmingham International now they're running on, is that it's during the morning peak is every 30 minutes till after 8 o'clock, and then it goes hourly. So they're still running an hourly service. On the Trent Valley line, they're starting up from London Euston again, but the ones going down towards London Euston get here for XX01 and they sit here for 4 minutes before they carry on their journey to London. But only 70% of the timetable's back, not the full service, which I thought the Chase line was going to get the full service back, but I was wrong. But as I said, travelling at the moment is still for essential journeys only. I've walked it down here. Now some people say it doesn't matter if you walked it down here or not, you should not be train spotting, and to be honest it's a grey area like I mentioned, because I've done nothing wrong. I've done what the government said, I've walked it to here. I'm not travelling anywhere, so I don't see what the problem is, but there's going to be some people that are going to be a bit about it. But anyway, I think I'll stay here for a little bit longer, film some more trains, and then we're going to go somewhere else. I'm now just leaving Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station. We're going to go somewhere else now, because I do have a nice little spot I want to show you. This is the car park of Rugeley Trent Valley, and just behind me here, that building there is actually the old goods shed for the station, because it did have a goods shed. I don't know when it closed, but Rugeley Trent Valley, what you see now is just like waiting shelters, and it's an unstaffed station. But back in the 60s, I'm not sure if it closed in the late 60s, the buildings and all that, but it did have station buildings. It did have a single box, and it did also have a turntable down the southern end on the chase line. But yeah, there was like more stuff back in the day at Rugeley Trent Valley Station than there is now, because it's only got the basic features. So we'll just go down this path which takes me to this road. As you saw earlier when I said the Yorkshireman, the pub's just there. But before we carry on the journey back, well, I'm going to start going back home now, but I'm going to show you a few things on the way. And then slowly as I'm going to Rugeley Town Station, and then probably end it somewhere about there, is that the old entrance to Rugeley Trent Valley Station is actually still visible, but it's being filled in. I want to show you this before we carry on my walking journey. Now it's somewhere around here that there used to be a path from here that took you to the railway station, but I think it looks like it has been filled in, but you can notice it. I'm not sure if this is it or not, but the path I think used to be just here that took you to Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station before you had to go round. Anyway, we'll go back home, but like I said, I'm going to a few places first. I'm now down this like country road kind of thing, but I'm headed this way because I want to show you something that you don't see in the blogs a bit. The Trent and Mersey Canal is right next door to me, that's why I can hear people and dogs. But basically the chase line is actually just right up here now, crosses here. But there's a nice little spot. Problem is though, it's like a bit overgrown, so you can't really see the trains as much passing through. But you get a good view of the power station from there. So we're just going to go under this bridge, which is just here now. It's a nice little bridge here. And then I want to show you something from the spot that I'm on about. Then I might take a walk along the canal to show you it from the ground level. But anyway, this is what I want to show you after visiting Rugeley Trent Valley Station. I've now come to this part of Rugeley, and as you can see down there, there's a McDonald's right there, and I have not had a McDonald's for 2 months, believe it or not. But anyway, I'm not here to show you McDonald's, I'm actually showing you this area because I've been here a few times there, getting the demolition of Rugeley Power Station, which is just right behind me now. That's Rugeley B Power Station, which is currently going under demolition. I don't know when the next demolition is going to be, but they have ripped parts of the boiler house down. A lot of it's being ripped down. The cooling towers, the chimney, a bit of the boiler house is still there. But also another part of this area is, because I don't know if you can see behind me here, but there's like a bluish building. There we go, just there where my finger is. That blue building behind me there is now an Amazon warehouse. That used to be the site of Lee Hall Colliery, which opened in the 1960s and closed I think 1991. And there was another power station here as well in this area, because there was a power station that got demolished in the mid-90s. But also what I've come up here is to show you down here. Now you want to do what the hell's down here. I'll show you this from the top level, and I'll walk the canal a little bit to show you the bottom of it. Because currently the chase line is just here, which you did see a train go past just. I thought you could see plenty of train action from here, but you can't because the trees have overgrown. But literally down here, this here is actually part of a disused railway line. Now this is the line that took you to Lee Hall Colliery, which is just over in that direction. It came off the chase line. Now it has been on since closed, it has been fenced off. But down below is the canal, so I can show you this bridge from the canal. And we were just up there showing you the line across from there, but this is what it looks like down below, which is a lovely bridge. But that used to take the trains up to Lee Hall Colliery up here, which the chase line, you can just see a bridge behind. Well, have a look at that bridge. Now I want to show you 2 more bridges where the Rugeley B Power Station lies and the chase line which diverts off. Now just come to this side of the Trent and Mersey Canal to show you this bridge right here, because this is actually a listed building, believe it or not. In Brayton Ravenhill, there is just a border saying Rugeley on the other side of the bridge, because beyond this bridge here is Brayton Ravenhill, which is the part where I live a bit further down. This side is where Rugeley is. But Brayton Ravenhill is part of Rugeley. But yeah, because I was looking at Wikipedia for listed buildings in Rugeley, thought I might just do something like that. I came across this. But I'll just read this off Wikipedia. I'll probably fade to begin now. The viaduct carries a railway over the canal. It is in stone with a brick arch soffit, and it consists of a single skewed semicircular arch. The bridge has bullarshores and moulded cornings and the 3 concrete buttresses on the north side. Alright, I get it now. The 3 concrete things are just literally here. There's one there, and I think 2's there and 3's there. I'll probably zoom in on that in a second. But anyway, I'm going to show you 2 more bridges. One carries the Rugeley B Power Station line and the other carries the chase line. Now if this road gets busy, I do apologise, but what you don't see from ground level, which I'm just at now, is up there is the chase line. Now this road right here actually takes you to the Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station, that roundabout that I showed you earlier. But here, behind me, is this bridge here. Now that bridge actually takes you to Rugeley B Power Station, the railway line does. So this is what you don't see from ground level. Sometimes I show it on the high level when I'm passing on the train, but this is what I don't show you. I might get a train filming off that in a second. And I thought social distancing was bad when I heard that. You didn't even know where to queue up. Anyway, I just popped 2 Iceland because I've been getting some Greggs. It's the only Greggs I can get. because Greg's is shut. Here is Wetherspoons. Now this used to be a cinema until it closed in, I think, the mid to late 90s. Oh, and just also know, we do have the Taj Mahal here as well. Behind me here is what they called Horse Fair Care Home. Now, when I used to be around here, I did used to remember it was actually a doctor's surgery right there. But I've been looking at old OS maps after Paul Wywick was showing how he did his research. And used to be there back in the 1900s, used to be a hotel, a railway hotel, because the railway line of the Chase line is just where this bridge here. We call it the Arches, because there's only like 2 arches, but it's the bridge that carries the Chase line across. Rugeley Town Station is just down in that direction. Just going to head there now, and then end this vlog. Now it's time for my last location of the day. After this, I'm actually going straight back home. I think I've mainly been out for nearly 4 hours doing this vlog. But it's been a nice walk. Well, mostly an hour was spent at Rugeley Trent Valley Station. Now, right next to me here is a rifle range, which sometimes you can hear rifles going off when they're shooting them. That wasn't a rifle, that was just a metallic thing. But the reason I'm walking up this road is because this road here is called Wharf Road. Because up here is the car park for Rugeley Town Railway Station. Now, I'm just there with 10 minutes to spare because I can film one more train at Rugeley Town Station. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Rugeley Town Station has only got hourly service during the day, except for 6 and 7 in the morning when they got every 30 minutes. Now, I don't know why that is, but I got the understanding that 100% services were coming back, but no. You can just hear now. There is one good thing about Rugeley Town Station is, and I'll just show you up here quick, is that our station side here, which has got the old Centro logo on it. I think that's been there since '97. Now, I do mention about the Burton Colliery line. I don't think I could walk it back that way, to be honest, because they're busy down here. But the Burton Colliery line came off this direction and went this way. So all this here used to be railway lines and sidings, and I think the wharf was actually just here. The good thing about this is, this used to be all trees. But now they've chopped all the trees down. So one day I'm hoping to walk the Burton Colliery line. I've just got to do some research on it first. I might see if I can do it in a couple of weeks. But anyway, we're going to Rugeley Town Station now, which is just this here. Going to fill the train out, and then that's the end of the vlog. So at Rugeley Town Railway Station, this is where I'm going to end the vlog. So we have walked it to Rugeley Trent Valley this morning, got some nice movements through there, got the 2 West Coast Pendolinos in the green livery. We got the Northern Class 150, which I thought was a 156, but ended up as a 150 DMU. We also got a Class 37 Euro Phoenix livery, 37884, which I think a lot of people are sick and tired of seeing that, but they run what they can, to be honest. But yeah, I was on like a Facebook group this morning and saw the path and I thought, I'll stay for it. And it turned out to be 37884. I said, really? But anyway, it's still nice to see a 37. That's basically the whole gist of what I'm saying. It is nice to see a 37. Then I went to a few places by the railway line, showed you where roughly Lee Hall Colliery is. a good vantage spot of Rugeley B Power Station, some of the old railway bridges that are still used or disused, and then had a nice walk along the canal and ended up here. So hopefully you enjoyed this Sim0nTrains walking journey. I hopefully do one for the time being until we're allowed to go back on the trains. Like I said, probably in the update announcement and the blog, it's not safe to travel on public transport at the moment. Even though I have got travel on it to get to Stafford using the buses, it's just not safe using the trains at the moment. So this is why I'm doing walking journeys instead of rail journeys. But once it's all clear, we should hopefully get back on the trains. Now I did remember there was a YouTuber that commented this morning. I think his name was Essex Lad 8919. If I got that wrong, feel free to comment. I know he does watch these blogs regularly. And he said, where's your next adventure? And to be honest, the next adventure is not going to be somewhere massive. As soon as we're allowed to go back on the trains, I think we're just going to do local stuff first, like go to Birmingham or just to Stafford or Lichfield, Tamworth. Just keep it local, and then once it hopefully gets back to some formality and normal, then we can go to places again. But I think one thing I'm definitely not going to do this year is that I will not go to London, because like I said, I've seen stuff from London and it's absolutely social distancing. I don't think I could do. So I think for the rest of the year is try and avoid London, but I might go down as far as Oxford, might go up north as far as Lancaster. We just don't know yet. We need to wait to see how this plans out. So this walking journey has now been terminated at Rugeley Town Station. Thank you for walking with Sim0nTrains. I will see you for the next blog.